It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chilliefalls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry Podcast. On this, the 10th day of November, 2025, coming to you from Bedford County, Virginia, my home studio, at least for now. I hope everybody's having a great day today. It's been a little dicey for me this morning, but that's okay. We're covering a few things today. By the way, folks, just so you'll know, in case trying not to say anything, I've been awake for 36 hours. Don't ask me why. I absolutely could not fall asleep last night. I was up and down and up and down and then like a damn yo-yo. So anyway, hopefully right after the show, I'll take a rather lengthy nap. So anyway, today's show, of course, is brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scoot Around, and by Chilliescruises. It's a terrible news day, folks. Just absolutely horrible. We do have one main story today, death on Carnival Horizon. We've got the christening of the new princess ship. Former Carnival cruise director Mike Pack has a new job. MSC opened a new terminal in Galveston. First ship's going to make its way back to Jamaica. Utopia itinerary changes and lots more here live at 11 a.m. today, folks. Today is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. I mean, I like a cupcake as well as anybody else. Not my favorite thing, but not bad. This day in history, in 1775, by far the important thing of the morning, the Marine Corps was founded at Toon Tavern in Philadelphia. So happy birthday to the Marine Corps today. If you're a podcast person, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcast from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the old fat guy. Several announcements this morning, folks, before we get to the few news stories. First of all, most of you know my next cruise, or cruises, however you want to look at it, is the MSC Grandiosa on February 7th and February 14th. I am pleased to announce that amigo John from Crookston, Minnesota is going to join us. It was interesting to get John plied away from that Norwegian epic, but he's actually going to be on the MSC cruise with us. So we'll have a nice group there. The other announcement is for an upcoming show, and I don't have the exact date yet. Some of you may recognize Steve Kroschel from his wildlife park in Haines, Alaska. I became aware of him on several episodes of Dr. Oakley Yukon Vet, which I watch on a regular basis. Steve, following a series of legal issues where the government took over his wildlife park, and he is to this day fighting it. We'll be able to get an update from him. He's currently in Yekaterinburg, Russia. We're actually going to have Steve on the show from Russia, and we'll chat about what's happened to Steve and all his animals. So that's going to be a little different. But for me, it's going to be exciting. He's an interesting character. He's one of those backwoods kind of guys. Dr. Oakley and her daughters were at his preserve several times, and they were there to sext a couple lynx one time, and one time working on a big bull moose. So he's an interesting character. So looking forward to that, and that'll be coming up. I was hoping to have an email back from him this morning, but I did not receive it yet on what day we're going to either tape or him come live. He's going to figure that out too. We've got about a 12-hour time difference from Yekaterinburg, Russia. Don't ask me where it is. All I can tell you is it's in Russia. All right. I'll be back with a few little news stories after a quick break from one of our fine network sponsors. Okay, we're going to start things off today.
The FBI is investigating a guest's death following Carnival Horizon's November 2nd sailing, a 6-night cruise. No details about the guest's age, identity, or cause of death have been confirmed by authorities. There has been no delay to Carnival Horizon and the ship has already sailed on her next voyage. There are various rumors on social media groups about the incident, including the suspicion of foul play or substance abuse, that the guest was found unresponsive in a stateroom, and that it may have been a young woman. These are not officially confirmed, however, and are speculation only. Star Princess entered service with a Friday christening ceremony at Port Everglades. Celebrity couple Camilla and Matthew McConaugheys served as godparents, breaking a bottle of their Pantalones organic tequila against the vessel's hull. The ceremony featured a performance by 9-time Grammy winner Sheryl Crow and concluded with a drone show previewing the ship's Alaska deployment. Princess Cruises has appointed former Carnival cruise director Mike Pack to the newly created role of National Training and Engagement Manager, overseeing trade support strategy across the UK, Ireland, and Europe. Pack will develop engagement strategies, deliver training programs to travel partners, and represent the cruise line at industry events. The fall and winter months are some of the best times to visit Las Vegas, with cooler temperatures and plenty of seasonal events to attend. Las Vegas mobility rentals are 15% off until November 30th. Call Scootaround at 1-888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137 or email chillie@bookalaska.net. For the first time in the cruise line's history, MSC Cruises is calling Galveston home for one of its ships. On Friday, the Port of Galveston officially welcomed MSC Seascape during a celebration for the port's brand new, state-of-the-art cruise terminal. The ribbon-cutting ceremony was attended by several local officials, including Galveston's Mayor Craig Brown and U.S. Congressman Randy Weber. Carnival Paradise will make a guest port visit to Jamaica on the ship's November 10th departure. The ship was scheduled to visit Montego Bay, but will be going to Ocho Rios instead. Not all ships can visit Jamaica yet, but this is a great step in the nation's recovery from Hurricane Melissa. Just over 2 weeks since the country was devastated by the storm, one port in Jamaica is ready to welcome back cruise guests, at least in a limited fashion. An incoming cold front is forcing a port visit change for Utopia of the Seas on the ship's November 10th departure. While the ship will still visit all planned ports, the order of the ports has now been changed for smoother sailing. Shore tours will be automatically rescheduled for Nassau, but no other ports are impacted. The new itinerary will be: Monday, November 10th, depart Port Canaveral at 4 p.m., Tuesday, November 11th, day at sea, Wednesday, November 12th, perfect day at Cocoque from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Thursday, November 13th, Nassau from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Friday, November 14th, arrive Port Canaveral at 6:30 a.m. This fall, you can get discounts in our most popular rental locations nationwide. Book a mobility scooter or wheelchair rental by November 30th to take advantage of this limited time promotion. The rental can take place anytime within the next 90 days. Orlando 15% off, Las Vegas 15% off, LA and Anaheim 15% off, San Diego 15% off. Valid until November 30th. Reserve online. Call 1-888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137 or email chillie@bookalaska.net.
And believe it or not, folks, at this early time, that puts an end to the news portion of today's show. Told you there wasn't a lot of news today, which is real unusual for a Monday. So, but that's the way it worked out. All right, let's go over to the chat room and see who's fussing at me today. I really haven't paid much attention to it. I did see that Hot Air Tom is with us. Gretchen's with us. There's Mike from the other side of the pond. Kenneth up in Pennsylvania. There's Gary Older Than Dirt out in California. I don't know if I actually announced this or not, but Gary Older Than Dirt moved from Florida back to California a couple months ago now. So he'll be flying in to get on the cruises with us now. Kenneth says, hey, Chillie, I did text you the information. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. I will get it right after the show. I had planned on not being here this afternoon for a while. I threw that out the window with the no sleep last night. So, Bob's with us. Hi, Bob. Says good morning to everybody. Kenneth says, hey, sorry, Tom, I forgot about yesterday. I didn't know about yesterday either, whatever that was. Gary Older Than Dirt says, happy birthday, UFC. Semper Fi. I totally agree, Gary. There's Elizabeth. Elizabeth on location. Greetings from hot and sunny St. Kitts, my last week here. Sorry about that. Back to work next Sunday on Majestic Princess. Hope to see some of you out in the ports, maybe. That would be lovely. I like Majestic Princess. I was on her, I guess, in 24. Summer of 24, I think, was when I was on Majestic Princess. Kenneth says, I think we're supposed to get another 10. What? Get another 10 inches by tomorrow night? I'll be in St. Kitts in January. We'll be doing a Norwegian gem cruise. That's one of the stops. Is that Jim out of Jacksonville? Huh. Yeah, but I can't get away in January. Hot Air Tom says, wow, Kenneth, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. You need to come with us Sunday, warm Caribbean islands. Kenneth says, last year, the day after Thanksgiving, we got 2 inches shy of 6 feet of snow, folks. Are you reading that like me? 6 feet of snow. Yeah, I know. I've been through it up there in Pennsylvania before. That was, I'd like not to do that again. There's Sunny down in Mississippi. Hi, Sunny. She says good morning to everybody. Kenneth, holy cow, you're getting weather for the whole country, it seems. Isn't that the truth? There's Jamin. Hi, Jamin. Hello, freezing temperatures tonight will end what is left of my vegetable garden. Yeah, that'll kill it for sure. I think we're going to be below freezing tonight as well for a couple nights, and then it warms up again. It's goofy. Elizabeth says, anyone coming to St. Kitts anytime soon, let me know. I've got some special things lined up for you. Lovely. Sonny says, freezing temps in the south feels good. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Sonny, give me the heat any day. Gretchen says, we only have a dusting here. We seem to be in the donut hole. Well, I haven't seen any snow yet, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Hot Air Tom says, where is that picture that flashes up with you in the chair and that statue behind you? Which statue, Tom? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I mean, I took pictures in front of lots of statues. Anyway. Sonny said that I look warm in my long sleeve shirt. Yeah, that came in. I got 2 in this morning. I haven't bought these shirts forever. I wasn't even sure what size to buy. This is probably 1 size too big. But it's not much too big. But now I've got a better handle on where I have to go with purchases. There's Roger with us from Jacksonville. Hi, Roger. Sonny's asking Gary older than dirt, where in California are you, Gary? And I don't remember that part, Sonny. Roger says, Sam and I won the progressive trivia on the gym. That's pretty cool. Elizabeth says, smash the thumbs up for Chillie. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's going to actually put an end to the show today. A little shorter show than normal. So, again, thanks for being with me, guys. I'll be back on Wednesday, hopefully with more news than today. I apologize for it being light, but there just wasn't anything story-wise to, grab my interest. So, all right, guys, there we go. Gary Older the Dirt says, Vacaville, Northern California near Sacramento. Let me make sure that I'm seeing that right. Vacaville. Maybe it's Vacaville. Anyway, it's Northern California near Sacramento. Gretchen says, get some rest. Yeah, get some sleep. I'm going to try. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. I'll be back on Wednesday. I will monitor things tomorrow in case anything major happens. That's going to do it for today, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a fantastic day, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry, so if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.